Amanda! Look at what we achieved! It's Foodtopia!
Alright, let's get into it, and before anyone starts moaning, yes, I've seen Season 2 of Sausage Party, Foodtopia, and no, it's not exactly Michelin star television. But come on, what did you expect? It's Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, the blokes who gave us Superbad, Pineapple Express, Good Boys, and more recently, the genuinely brilliant Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. These two have made a career out of blending stoner humour with a weirdly sharp social edge, and Foodtopia is no different. Now, I know a few of you are ready to write this one off as just another round of naughty food jokes and toilet humour, and fair enough, it's packed to the brim with both. But there's also something clever going on under the sesame seed bun here. It's just wrapped in so much filth, you might miss it if you're not paying attention. This is political satire, wearing the dirtiest party hat you've ever seen. So off he goes, with Barry the tiny, slightly deformed sausage Michael Cera in top awkward form, and Sammy Bagel Jr. Edward Norton, who I swear is having the time of his life, on a mission to find somewhere new. And they do. Welcome to New Foodland. Sounds lush, right? But it turns out the locals there have figured out how to control humans. Yes, control. The satire alarm bells are ringing already. Season 2 picks up right where we left Frank and the gang. Last time around, Frank, voiced by Rogen himself, managed to set up this so-called utopia in honour of his dearly departed Brenda. All peace and love and unity. It's basically food heaven. But of course, that doesn't last. The minute Julius kicks the bucket, the political knives come out. Jack swoops in to save the day, but really he's just making sure no one else is steering the trolley. Before long, Frank is painted as some sort of dictator and is promptly booted out. So off he goes, with Barry the tiny, slightly deformed sausage Michael Cera in top awkward form, and Sammy Bagel Jr., Edward Norton, who I swear is having the time of his life, on a mission to find somewhere new. And they do. Welcome to New Foodland. Sounds lush, right? But, and there's always a but, it turns out the locals there have figured out how to control humans. Yes, control. The satire alarm bells are ringing already. What I love about Foodtopia is that it's so brazen. The writers aren't shy about being disgusting, but they also sneak in stuff about power, politics, and the illusion of freedom. It's like if Yes Minister had been made entirely out of talking snacks. There's even a not-so-subtle warning about the dangers of chasing perfection, because in Foodtopia, perfection's just a mask for rot. And can we talk about the cast? It's stacked. You've got Marion Cotillard, yes, Marion Cotillard, Oscar-winning, La Vie en Rose, Marion Cotillard, voicing a murderous jar of Dijon mustard. She's both classy and terrifying. Jay Farrow pops up everywhere, pulling double, triple, even quadruple duty as different characters. It's one of those casting choices where you can tell everyone involved was just having fun. The thing with Rogen and Goldberg is they're not just here for the easy laughs. Sure, they've kept the schoolyard smut, but they've also loaded the thing with enough bite to make you think after the credits roll. And honestly, that's rare these days. Now, I did hear Amazon actually ask the showrunners to slap a special warning on one scene because it was just that obscene. And if Amazon, the home of the boys, thinks something's too filthy, you know you're in for a ride. Personally, I think it's all part of the charm. The episodes fly by. They're quick, tight, and packed with enough little visual gags that you could watch twice and still spot new bits. The writing is whip smart in places, downright stupid in others, but it works because it's self-aware. It's not pretending to be high art. It's a sausage and a bagel having existential crises while dropping political commentary. Let's be real, this is not going to convert anyone who already hates Seth Rogen's sense of humour. If you're the sort who hears the phrase animated talking hot dog and feels your soul leave your body, stay away. But if you like the first film, if you've got a soft spot for dark comedy, or if you're just in the mood for something outrageous and unfiltered, this is it. It's also worth saying that Foodtopia isn't just shock value for the sake of it. There's a story here, and while it's absurd, it actually lands its emotional beats. Frank's exile isn't just a plot device. It's about trust, leadership, and what happens when good intentions get buried under ego. And the whole New Foodland mind control twist, that's a proper metaphor for how easy it is to keep people compliant when you dangle the right carrots in front of them, or in this case, hot dogs. Visually, it's polished. The animation's got that slightly exaggerated, hyper-saturated look, like you've stepped into a supermarket advert that's had too many energy drinks. The characters are expressive, the backgrounds are packed with little Easter eggs, and the physical comedy really benefits from that extra animation budget Amazon clearly threw at it. The supporting cast is solid too. Gillian Bell, Martin Starr, Melissa Villaseñor, Patty Harrison, Miles Fisher, Haley Joel Osment, and the late Andre Braugher all turn up. It's one of those ensembles where everyone knows exactly what tone they're playing to, and no one's phoning it in. Look, Sausage Party, Foodtopia isn't perfect. A couple of episodes in the middle sag a bit, and sometimes the crude jokes outweigh the clever ones. But honestly, it's refreshing to see a show that's not terrified of going too far. It's proof you can mix juvenile humour with sharp commentary and still land a genuinely entertaining result. I've got a feeling critics will still be split on this one. The same people who wrote off the original Sausage Party as pointless smut will probably say the same here. And fair enough, not everything's for everyone. But the ones who get it will really get it. In a streaming world full of safe bets and algorithms churning out middle-of-the-road content, this is bold, loud, and unapologetic. It's not afraid to offend, it's not afraid to be stupid, and it's definitely not afraid to sneak in a point or two while you're laughing at a pun about buns. So yeah, grab a snack, preferably not one with eyes, park yourself on the sofa, and prepare for 8 episodes of pure, chaotic nonsense. And if you come away from it thinking about free will, political manipulation, or the dangers of utopias, well, that's just the pickle on top. Season 2 of Sausage Party, Foodtopia, lands on Prime Video August 13th. And honestly, it's worth your time. Just maybe not with your nan in the room.